does. Oh, John,
That's
you gotta
wild.
come up here.
That is totally wild.
In the past 8 years of van life, John and I have crisscrossed the continent from San Diego to Florida, from Alaska to Newfoundland. We've been to all 50 states, 8 Canadian provinces, and 1 territory. This year, we're staying closer to home to explore more of what's in our own backyard. This week, we don't have to go far to discover the magic of the Mojave Desert. This week, we're off to the Mojave Desert. We're meeting up, for the first night, we're meeting up with a couple that watch the channel, and they don't live too far from here. And we're going to explore. We didn't bring our bikes because I just want to kind of do some exploration in the area to see, what might potentially be a good bike ride. What are some good BLM campgrounds? Our first stop is going to be Del Taco to meet them, and then we'll head up just outside of Barstow, maybe 3 or 4 miles, to a campground called Afton Canyon. We start in Barstow, a small town that sits at the intersection of Interstate 15 and 40. For most travelers, it's just a pit stop on the way to Las Vegas. I'm embarrassed to say that until this trip, I had never ventured any farther than a block from the interstate. I now have a deeper appreciation for its rich history, shaped by its role as a transportation hub. Another mural, the Mormon Trail. Barstow was founded in the 1880s when the Southern Pacific Railroad established a major rail hub in the area. After the original depot burned in 1908, the Fred Harvey Company hired architect Mary Coulter. She's well known for her designs at the Grand Canyon, including the Desert Watchtower. Barstow continues to be vital to modern freight services. BNSF Railway is developing the $1.5 billion Barstow International Gateway, which will cover 4,500 acres, 7.5 times larger than the existing yard, and expected to streamline the transfer of intermodal containers, trailers, and other freight. But it wasn't just rail service that put Barstow on the map. When Route 66 was created in 1926, it was natural for the road to run through Barstow and adjacent to the rail line. If you visit Barstow after March 22, you can visit 2 museums that will be housed at the old depot: the Western America Railroad Museum and the Route 66 Mother Road Museum, which is opening just in time for the centennial celebration of Route 66. The Del Taco restaurant located on 1st Street in Barstow is the oldest remaining Del Taco restaurant. Ed Hackbarth, who founded Del Taco, partnered with his brother Tony in 1966 to operate the Barstow location. I had no idea, but this is the very first Del Taco out here in Barstow. I had no idea. And so they have a little bit different menu. They call Barstow tacos. I don't know why they're different.
You're the original.
I know, but what is a Barstow taco? You don't know.
Turn left onto Fossil Bed Road.
The Rainbow Basin Natural Area is managed by the Bureau of Land Management Barstow Field Office and located 8 miles north of Barstow off Irwin Road. The main access route is Fossil Bed Road. Besides hiking and camping, visitors can drive the Fossil Canyon Loop, a narrow one-way dirt road best driven in high-clearance or four-wheel drive vehicles.
I
think there's a loop for, I forgot what they call it. Rainbow Basin Natural Area. You know what? You could ride our e-bikes up that road. That might be a good e-bike ride.
Continue on Owl Canyon Road for 1.5 miles.
One-way loop. Keep an eye on him. Nope, no problems at all. Group and equestrian camping areas to the right. Yeah, that's the group area. We'll check that out later. Because that could be a good spot to meet up with people,
Whoa.
Looks a little bit more.
Been here a while.
Yeah. This is really amazing. there's a trailhead right just maybe 2/10 of a mile above the campground. And then there's a hike from there that's, I think, 3.5 miles round trip. So we're going to go out and tackle it. This is a cool little hike. Great rocks. Oh, beautiful rocks. And we're so fortunate because we had rain in the last several days. And so this wash is nicely packed down. What a gorgeous jumble of rocks. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm all splitting off here. Look at this cave. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, this is so cool. I don't know how far back it goes because I don't have a flashlight. You can come
Oh,
out.
it comes out. It's a tunnel.
Is it really?
Yeah, it comes out the other side.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go to
This is amazing.
He says it goes all the way around. Keep going. Oh yeah, it does. Oh John,
That's
you gotta come
wild.
up here.
That is totally wild.
Here goes. Man, that's amazing.
Beautiful. Really nice views from up here. Okay. We found a spot out of the wind, so I want to introduce me and Brian. Obviously, you know which is which. And we met you guys where?
We met at the
Huntington
meetup,
Beach.
Huntington Beach, Bolsa Chica State Beach meetup
And
for the She to Me meetup.
and you got your van when?
April of last year, after we saw how much fun you and John were having with yours, your old Sprinter van.
And this is the first time you guys have been to a BLM campground, is that right?
First time. We've always stayed in established campgrounds, and now we're hooked.
Hooked by the $3 charge.
Well, that too, but I know, and the lack of crowds and everything,
Yeah.
there's a lot to be said
Yeah.
for this.
Although they can be crowded on weekends. Now we're going to put our lights back on and go back in because it's dark.
Yeah, miner's headlamps up.
Yep. You want to beat me? Or do you want me to shine my light for you?
Are you okay?
Wow. Pretty cool, isn't it?
It's original solo too.
Yeah, it is. So, okay. Back out. Now we're into a slot canyon.
So where do you take these 10-mile daily walks, John? Wouldn't want to do this in a strong wind.
Great hike. How would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, John?
8.795 out of 10.
Yeah, it was really fun. And we didn't even go all the way back. We only did, I have 2.7 miles. So we could have probably gone another half mile or so, which we can do next time because this is definitely a place we'll come back to. Pretty sunset. Wow. Wow. No wind today. That'll be lovely for our exploring.
Okay, so
We were talking about recovery, and Brian said he brought this, what kind of mesh is it?
it's stucco mesh for doing plastering on walls. It's allows the stucco to adhere to framing
Okay.
in a home construction.
And
I don't verify it's going to do any good, but better.
But so what would it be used for
You put it under your tires.
if you get stuck?
If you get stuck, you can use your jack, get it up, your tires up out of the sand far enough, slip it underneath, or dig out with a shovel, and then
Well,
maybe.
yeah, maybe. Well, let's see if anybody has done this, let us know if it works or not. Wait, so Brian, what's that tubing for?
This is a watertight electrical flex conduit.
And you used it for what?
I used it to sheath the wires that go from my solar panels that are exposed to UV radiation, because the black corrugated, split corrugated that normally is used in the RV industry disintegrates in the sun, and it also your MC4 connectors break down under UV light, and I've had to replace a couple of those. So the MC4s will pass through the ID of this tubing and preserve it all. So.
And your van is only a 2022.
2022, I've had to replace 2 connectors already, and I do not want to have any shorts in my wiring. It could have bad consequences when it goes into the inverter.
So you added some solar panels last week, right?
Yes. Those
The
are
ones,
all new.
are they the ones that are in the back?
They're in
on
the
top?
back.
Okay.
I originally had 190 watts, and I added
Oh.
an additional 200 watts of Renogy panels.
Oh, can I get out quick? Rainbow Basin Natural Area. I think that road might be better on our bikes, because the road is not bad at all, especially after a rain. Mountains are those over there, John. The snow up there. You guys are behind us.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Barstow Road.
This is old Route 66. At the BLM office, we picked up additional information and a tip to check out the Afton Canyon area just 40 miles to the west. Abandoned businesses along Interstate 15 stand as remnants of the area's past. One such business is the Rockahula Water Park, which opened in 1968 under the name Lake Dolores Water Park. A tragic accident and the resulting settlement forced its closure in 2004. That's just a bunch of containers. Lunchtime. It's called the Grand Canyon of the Mojave. Wow. Yep, there we go. Off at Afton Road. And we have, I think, a 3-mile drive on a dirt road. Okay. Now we'll get the test and see if we want to air down. Yeah. This one is really rutted. This road actually connects with the Mojave Trail, which I have a book on it. John at Al Vans needs to do something though about these little guys, because they're stuck in there so far, it's really hard to get the caps on. A lot of space when there aren't any bikes. Okay, he's looking for some needle nose pliers. Interstate 40. Much better. Looks like an old Plymouth. I think it's a Plymouth. Yeah, Google Maps is wrong. Just keep going. Google Maps is wrong, just so you know. It says it's a mile in, but actually I think the comments that I read online where it's more like 3 miles in. And I'm holding up the GoPro camera so it doesn't jiggle so much. Wow. It's gorgeous back here. I talked to one of the BLM employees back at the other campground, and she said that they're expecting the level of water in the river to rise. So I guess, somewhere down this road it crosses the Mojave River. The campground though is on this side of the river, but we're going to do a hike up there. So you just want to be aware of if there's been rain recently, you need to be careful. It reminds me of China Ranch, going down to China Ranch for those great shakes. Doesn't that look like one of those Japanese?
Chameau.
Now what is that? What is that rig that Thomas Heaton?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it is. So here's the intersection with the Mojave Road. The campground is to the left, John. And the Mojave Road is there, 4-wheel drive only. Okay, so that's the group campground. We will keep going. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, there's the train track and the bridge. Wow, look how steep that is. Whoa. Oh, look at that big hole. Big hole. Man, I don't want to come back here with the big fifth wheel. Liking that bridge, that's cool. Yeah, there's supposed to be 22 sites down here. Not sure how often the train runs, but people do comment that you will hear the train at night. Did get rain back here. Ground. Turn left. Another amazing campground. Check out the water and the river. There is water in the river. What kind of bridge is that? You know what that's called? You see those guys at the beach. They're a long way. And there is even water that works. Doesn't come out very fast, but it is water. That is so cool. I just love trains. Yeah, we can't cross that in our van. That's too risky, so we'll have to walk from the campground. They're doing rail maintenance or something on the line. Another truck. We just got back from a really nice walk down to the river to see if we could cross it with our van tomorrow so we don't have to walk all the way to Spooky Canyon, which is tomorrow's hike, we hope. But it is basically a 10-mile round trip from the campground. And we are at Afton Canyon campground. This area is supposed to be called the Grand Canyon of the Mojave. And it's beautiful, nice BLM campground. We had a great day, loved seeing the train. And we're gonna head to bed. I think I gotta get my camera off the roof. And we'll see you in the morning. We've moved spots to get closer to the entrance, exit, and water and railroad. And we're gonna try to do a 10-miler today. So we've got a lot of snacks and water, and we'll see if we can get to Spooky Canyon. I barely heard the train last night, but I did hear the repercussions from explosives from Fort Irwin. I'm assuming it's Fort Irwin because we're not that far from there. And but other than that, super quiet. Okay, when the river's too, well, it's not really the river's high. There's a ponding place down here that we checked out yesterday. It's way too deep for our van and too long. So you have to cross the river up here, up by the bridge, and then probably walk along the railroad tracks. And that's, and then we'll see.
Nice and stable too.
Ouch, 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 ouch. I got a goat head in my finger. Ow. Hurts. Okay.
And by the way, that's not a Native American rock art.
Whoa. There's the van. And there's the rental van of the nice people we met from Ohio. And we think they're going to be down here somewhere. That's what we didn't dare drive across. Okay, so where does that go? I'm going to have to look up the term jump frog. A railroad frog is a mechanical device that allows train wheels to cross from one track to another. A jump frog is a type of frog used in turnouts, where the through route is heavily used and the diverging route is used infrequently or at low speeds. Here's a good view of, I think it's called Pyramid Peak. And of course, Pyramid Canyon takes you back that way. It's beautiful. I'm going to order those books before we get home so we know. There's a cave around here somewhere, but we don't have the precise directions. So we're just going to keep heading toward Spooky Canyon. Yeah, it's actually not a cave, it's a mine shaft. And the couple from Ohio, Julie and Z, showed us some pictures. And so you got to make sure you have flashlights because some of the shafts go, you know, you're going straight and then all of a sudden there's a shaft right in front of you. So kind of dangerous. Okay guys, what are these? A whole pile of, I don't know what they are. What do you think those are? Okay, yeah, you can see what they're used for. They go underneath, it looks like they go right under there. Here, let me show you. Hold that. Ugh. See these guys right here? That looks like the same material. Maybe they changed the design. Cool, well, I figured that out.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you.
Somebody buried under there?
You don't have to tell me
Onward, we've only done
anything
a
that's
little over a
new.
mile.
I just wanna go out and walk with you.
1928.
I just wanna see your
Across the river
shadow
again.
next to mine. Sailing over pavement with our two weapons.
If we still have the energy, maybe we'll check that out on the way back.
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
What crazy person did that? What'd you call it, John?
Stranded asset.
That is incredible. Did they do it from the top or from the bottom? Up, down. chair to sit in. Thank you, David. Humanoids out here. We think it's the folks we met from Ohio, Julie and Z. They can give us the scoop on Spooky Canyon.
It's a little bit like a Twilight Zone episode. People coming across the desert.
So just to maybe inspire some of you folks from back east, this couple has been coming out here from Ohio for the last 6 or 7 years, and they rent like a camper van or something like that, and they actually, they know more about this area than I do. It was pretty amazing, and they just keep exploring around. They fly into Vegas, and because there's so much good stuff around here. Anyway, it's kind of what my brother used to do. He kept a vehicle in Vegas for a while, so he could just fly in and take off. And they said that this was the best hike they've done, I don't know, ever? I don't know, in this area. They said it was super cool. Although, I guess there's some ropes you have to rappel down. We'll see. We'll see if we want to do that or not. I think we have arrived. Right up there. Get out our headlamp. It's supposed to get really dark back here. It's a little spooky walking under these big slabs with cracks in them.
It's spooky for a reason.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's spooky. Big rocks like that have fallen out. Wow, this is really incredible.
Split pace, 24 minutes, 18 seconds per mile.
Wow. Now it's getting dark. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. He's a big one. How big? Look at my hand compared to it. Wow, dude. Okay, into the darkness we go. Headlights. Oh man. Look at that. Oh, see those rocks? Oh man, this is scary. I gotta say, this is scary stuff. It just goes on and on. Wow. Yeah. I guess there's some ropes back here for rappelling, but I don't think we're gonna go too far, John. This is a little much. And the slot canyon becomes a cave. Okay, let me go back a little farther. Guys, it goes farther, but it's just the two of us, and this is probably not a smart move, so we'll go back. I'll go back. This is pretty cool, though. Light off? No. Is it off now?
Oh. There it is.
Is it off?
Yeah.
Okay. If we had had someone else with us, I think I would have attempted to go farther, but just the two of us, that's doesn't feel right. look up more about this railroad line. Do you think those are miles?
Could be. I don't know.
They won't like it if I get too close. So. The things we do to get a train going by. And you can hear it way down there. Here he comes. Trains leave me in awe of those who dreamed of these ribbons of metal winding across the continent. These iron horses are a tribute to the immigrants who labored under the hot sun, constructing bridges over canyon depths, tunneling through mountains, creating a legacy that we can still admire. Wow. These are all cattle cars. The U.S. moves more freight by rail than any other country in the world, accounting for 28% of freight movement by ton miles. BNSF is the largest intermodal railway in North America, with 32,500 miles of track across 28 states and 3 Canadian provinces. It's owned by Berkshire Hathaway and employs 41,000 people. John and I both have grandfathers that worked for the railroad. But you gotta love a train. I just wish they still had cabooses. Gotta have a caboose. Look what we found. John thinks the thing on the right is a telephone pole thing, like a spike for a telephone pole. And of course, the other one is
a hinge too. You know, it could be a.
Who knows? But nah. Then of course a railroad spike.
Used to be golden, but that was.
Used to be gold.
Golden.
Says who?
The last spike that connected the two railroads in
Oh,
Salt Lake was gold.
Oh, I see.
Or it was good paint.
Cool. Looks like an oil filter off of a diesel truck or something. Something big.
Tractor or something huge.
Something big.
It's like a 3-quart filter.
I don't know what that is. Huh. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Came off the railroad though. But anything over 50 years old, you're supposed to leave as an artifact.
You're not leaving me, are you?
No, that's right. That's true. Don't leave me. I guess that makes us artifacts. Okay, we're going to check out. Oh, there's a car up there, John. Check out this opening up here. These guys said that the water by the campground is only like a foot deep, so we probably could have made it. But who wants to take that chance? This is just a dead end, I guess, but we'll check it out anyway. These are like giant drip castles. One little tremor and that whole chunk is going to come down. And I don't want to be here when it does. I guess that's the dead end. We need another train to go by. We got off the trail a bit, but I see some kind of an adobe building down here, so we're going to check it out. No, we were fooled. That's just some kind of outcropping. Okay, back to the tracks.
I'm the king of the swingers. Oh, Joe, no VIP.
Hey, why are you being goofy?
Step on a crack, break your mother's back.
Oh, because everything we've seen is going that way.
For now, at night, they go that way.
Oh, at night they go that way.
Well, earlier it went that way.
Oh, it did? Oh, we must have been in a cave. Okay, and this...
Hey, there ain't no cave over there.
The Spooky Canyon.
Oh, man, you went there?
Yeah. So...
You didn't get bit by a spider or something.
The railroad workers said, oh, you shouldn't go in those caves. The mountain lions are in there waiting for goats. I don't know, probably bighorn sheep or something. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if that's true. But I thought it was funny. The other guy said there's a cemetery in Kelso. I think it was Chinese workers that built the railroad back in the 1800s. And so next time we're in Kelso, we'll have to check that out. It'll be interesting. Oh. There we go. Tired. Let's get this van leveled. Take plenty of water. I finished off this 2.5 liter container. And John almost finished off his 3 liter. But now it's time for a shower.
Wow. It's very gravel.
This is the coolest harvest host we've ever stayed at.
He shot somebody, the town hated him, so they hung him.
This to dial someone. For all you kids, this is a wind wing. 809 for regular. Amboy Crater straight ahead on the left. It was my first geology field trip with Bob Winchell.